Racing for Children's and our sponsor, Medical Properties Trust, are excited to welcome Rome Angelis as the driver for 2018 in the GT3 Platinum Cup Series. Roman will be carrying the banner for children in Alabama who have cancer. They are treated at the Alabama Center for Childhood Cancer, which is one of the leading centers for research in the country, and they are dedicated to curing every form of childhood cancer. Children's of Alabama is one of the largest and busiest hospitals for children in the country. It's been ranked by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best places for children with cancer to be treated.
2017 was my first year in a Porsche GT3 Cup car. We won the Canadian Championship, which was definitely a positive thing for not only my career, but for the team. Winning a championship in Canada, I mean, that's a result that everyone wants. And the U.S. Championship, third sounds pretty good, but we came very, very close to winning it, but just didn't have the luck. But I think getting into the Platinum car this year with Kelly Moss Racing will be not a huge step because the Platinum car isn't much quicker than the Gold car is. It's about a second on every track. But I am looking forward to it. New car, new team. Racing for the Children's Hospital of Alabama is obviously a huge opportunity for me. They're helping me a lot, which is obviously much appreciated from them. But I'm actually very motivated from the Children's Hospital because for me, it's not only I'm racing to win championships, but now I'm racing for kids. The Barber race will be very special to us because we're going to have all the kids at the race, their families, some of the doctors. We're going to have a big charity event with Kelly Moss Racing. Being 16, racing with Children's Hospital of Alabama, I'm able to relate to some of the kids who are in there as per their age, but not their situation. I grew up in a pretty good life. I never had any health issues with them. They do, which obviously is very unfortunate, but to be able to make them a little bit happy through racing and doing what I love is very beneficial. I'm not just racing to win championships and get exposure, but I'm racing for kids who don't have the opportunities that all of us have.
Racing for Children's is a program that endures year-round. Throughout the course of the year, we'll bring children out to the track, tour them through the museum, and let them experience what it truly feels like to be a race car driver. This helps them with their outlook, helps them overcome the little adversities that they face in their day-to-day struggles, and at the same time lets them know that there's hope and that they can go back and tell other kids around them that they've just done the coolest thing they've ever done before. To date, Racing for Children's has raised approximately $1.5 million. We have a long way to go. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Our goal is to win the race against childhood cancer and hope that no child ever has to face this dreaded disease again. Every year, 2 children are selected by Children's of Alabama to serve as our honorary crew chiefs. They represent all of the other kids in their individual races, and they help lead our team symbolically as we compete in the GT3 Cup Championship. This year, Roman will carry the torch for us, and we're looking forward to an exciting 2018 and picking up where we left off in 2017. In cancer, winning is everything. And for us, the ability to put a car on the track that is competing day in, day out, week in, week out, symbolically gives them the hope that they too can be successful. Our goal is to knock out childhood cancer and to win this race, and we're going to take these kids with us.
How can you support Racing for Children's? Buy a handprint, buy a table at our annual fundraiser, follow us on social media, tell a friend about the great work that we're doing.
It was very fortunate for all of us, I think, that we stumbled across each other at a test at Barber Motorsports Park in Birmingham last year. And I got to know Greg Hodges and Doug Neal and Brindley King and the rest of the gang that were affiliated with Racing for Children's, and we all kind of hit it off, and it was a really good coming together of people. And one thing led to another, and we found ourselves working together to try to benefit the Children's Hospital and Racing for Children's. You know, being able to work with such a cause like Racing for Children and trying to help find a cure for childhood cancer by supporting them with bringing awareness to the cause and bringing donors that can get behind something and be part of the racing program and help benefit the hospital has just been a real blessing. And to find such a good quality group of people to work with has been fantastic for us. Kids are fantastic. They're the best part of all this. I met them the first time I went to the hospital, and it was really a life-changing experience. And when I say that, it's it's impossible to see these kids and the smiles on their faces when they get around the racing and have something to think about, to take their mind off of their illness and their treatments. And you know, it's just heartwarming to see these kids and what they have been through and are still going through, many of them. And you get them out to the track and they light up. And it's really a neat thing to be part of. You know, any time that we can work with a young driver who's not just a talented driver, but they're a good person on top of it, and that they really have a big heart and they believe in the cause, it's just fantastic. And last year we were fortunate to be able to work with Racing for Children with Jake Edson, and he was a fantastic person to have involved with that. We were fortunate enough to win the championship, and to do it with Roman this year is another treat, because Roman is just a genuinely special young man. And to know that he's 16 years old, and when you meet him and talk to him, you just never believe it. He's a great guy.